はい、皆さんこんばんは。Buenas noches todos and good evening everyone. This is Yamavin VTuber Disha, just doing my usual Sunday droning on about what kind of weird tweet I come across from Japan, of course. And let's just get started without much further ado. There we go. A tourist poster found somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but then they were posting it at from the prefecture of Aichi. That's the prefecture I was born in. Long story, anyways. But this one, she says the population of sturgeon actually sturgeon actually outnumbers the population of humans in the village. So please come eat them. Apparently, yeah, they found a good way to cook it too. Yeah, where I live, there's some in Fraser River, I think, but then I think they only does it for game trophy fishing. I think, not for eating. But then, if you're looking at Japanese food, eat anything in the water, even toxic one, like food, blowfish. Yeah. So there you go. This starter, and okay, this guy had a grad project that was actually got him landed in trouble because yeah, he made a pitching machine. It's just that he wasn't planning ahead, or he wasn't even taking into account of safety, and the thing actually clocks in at 300 click an hour. Yeah, as if you can hit anything with it. And yeah, he basically tried to nerf it, and the best he could do was 200 click. So about the cruising speed of a bullet train, give or take, I guess. The only upside about it is that it costs about about 1/10 of the what is available in sports stores. And yeah, basically, what he's dreaming on building, what Prof is trying to, yeah, basically what Profs are trying to envision is automatically recognize the batter and enter the aim through tablet, and basically use a servo motor to fine tune and shoot out the any pitch of a choice. And this is the kind of pitching machine the builder was envisioning, and this is what the prof was thinking of. And there's one of those industry institute school too, yeah. Now, this one is a bit of an article I came across about the Kotobukiya commemorating the 70th anniversary. The people who brought you the Figma and Mendroid. They're actually a scale model company anyway. So what they did to commemorate 70th anniversary is 1 to 300 scale of the Kotobukiya main head office building. And yeah, you can see it's going on sale on February of this year. Oh no, it's going to be the whole thing is going to be the sample is going to be shown in February, and I think it was scheduled for March, I think, or something like that. So most people are starting to say, yeah, now, so which mech to destroy it with? Yeah, well, other frame arm or frame arm girls or Megami device, anyone? Now, this one is from the Hirakawa Zoo. Where was it? In Kagoshima. They put in a piece of rubber so that the some of their canine animal can actually hide in, and this is what they were doing, apparently. Oh, they nuked it. Yeah, they were actually chewing it off completely. And one of those tales that I came across, I think I might have done this before, but basically lobster, when they shed, no, unlike other crustaceans, they also actually renew their internal organs and everything else. And each time they shed, they do not their yeah biology the cells do not degrade. So in theory, they can keep on living forever. And yeah, there was a comment about this. Yes, but they have one fatal flaw. They're yummy. Yeah, that's why they can't live forever. There you go. Anyways, this is one of those more interesting technological firsts. Back in January 9th of this year, okay, this guy actually was streaming Pokemon by Violet, played by his fish. This it went over 1,000 hours now. Now the problem is, yeah, while the pet fish was playing Pokemon, the game crashed and went back to went back to the home screen. Well, the way the fish was going about ended up made the system to go into the eShop. And yeah, the owner's credit card is now exposed. So most they were. Yes, they just added and the fish actually successfully added about $5 into the store credit. Oopsie. So if you want to talk about fishing with F, yep, you can actually now. It also could mean PH fishing. Yeah. It ultimately the fish actually downloaded the 64 free download, and then the system, then the Nintendo system itself actually went to sleep. So that's where the thing stopped. Yep. No comment. Okay. This guy is a custodian or the landlord, and he rents out a couple houses, apartments, and one of the 90-year-old tenant actually phoned in to say that the doorknob broke and he can't get out of the house. So he went there, he drove there, and yeah, they could open it from the outside. He actually did manage to open the outside. So he opened the door. Oh, come on, it does open, no problem. And when he went in, he couldn't get out. So there's two of them trapped inside. Oopsie. So basically, what he ended up doing was he had to take apart the doorknob, the door latch, and that's how he got out. Now, I probably won't be doing. I could think of do this in more North American sense one of these days, if anyone wants it. But this one, there's a virtual, not VTuber, but a virtual singer commemorating her 4th anniversary. She actually started saying commemorative merch, and it turns out she was actually sending it out in MO desk. Just think of it, if you're North American, just think of it more like zip drive of Japan. Yeah, so you can send out the stuff, but then most people are saying like most people are going can't even, it doesn't even have a drive. This guy actually finally bought it. And yeah, turns out he actually picked up the lemon, couldn't eject, so he actually had to take it apart. Yeah, so he finally got it, I think. And inside there's a bunch of MP4, and yeah. Just a couple MP4 and a couple pings. Oh my god. And he went through a couple days of hunting through the second shop. PC used part shop for that. My SMCs, I guess. And here's a prof who is pissed at the student. Not because they're being stupid, but yes, there was one particular student who was going really stupid, and he actually bought two actual whole slice of not slice, but 2 whole pizza from Domino in regular price, and he would actually only eat a couple of slices and turn it over to the other people. He actually does that about 4 times. Yeah, so she actually took because the old Domino Pizza in Japan, they always hand out half price coupon, and this idiot is not using it. Okay, this was one of the cute one, of course. Her dad, gee, this kitty that wouldn't eat, very tiny, but the vet, you gotta be careful with this type of cat. If I don't, Doc, he is going to be very huge. I mean, take a look at his paws. There, yeah. What do we get? Yeah, big one, big cat. Big cat was capital B. She. No, he. Oh, I see. That's why. He's neither. So the owner actually calls him X he. Apparently he doesn't like to be patted on the head. Yeah, but pretty huge. Okay, this guy says has a cat who didn't open his eyes. Wait, 4. So he went. She took him to vet, and prognosis? No, nothing wrong with him. He just doesn't feel like it. Feel like it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, the other cat is more waiting for the looks of it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this one. Okay, this one. The vet is warning. Yeah. The once he grows his and change the fur, he might have he might be different color. And again, Doc was correct. Gee. Yeah, you can sort of see the remnants on the face, but not on the tummy. 100%. One of those interesting facts found on that uh, but a smartphone game, a mobile game, gacha game, a waifu game called Niken. Yeah, basically it's a cool first-person shooter. It's just like you see the backside of a waifu while shooting, while she was shooting, so you can actually see the jiggles. Now, the thing is, the gameplay scores. You actually get scored on your gameplay, and yeah, if you turn off the basically the butt jiggle, you can actually have a better score. So it says either DPS or waifu butt. Turns out, and this one was interesting. It's not quite Japanese, but something I came across in Japanese. So what the hey? There's actually a shoes that is designed. Ferissimo, yeah, Ferissimo apparently has this shoes that is designed to be used in a museum. So it actually doesn't make that much of footsteps. And yeah, the thing is that is now actually musicians are using it because yeah, percussion players and whatnot, they might actually change the step, and so they actually love having one of these as it turns out. Yeah, so oh I see, because the percussion actually has more end up using playing multiple instruments. So while they're moving, they cannot make footsteps. So this shoes actually comes in handy. And again, Twitter account of Sharp is usually has an interesting makes an interesting tweets all the time. And this time around, they actually found a museum piece that they've been looking for ages. And turns out this temple in yeah, this temple in Kyoto, was it? I can't remember offhand. Mibuji. Yeah, it doesn't say exactly where, but a 50-year-old fridge they came across it from here. And it was one of the very first no, it is the very first fridge that came out in 1973 that actually had a veggie storage. That's what I think this is. Yeah, it is too. So this part is a veggie storage, specifically designed not to keep it cold, but to keep the vegetables fresh. And here's one of those people who actually have a request that, well, Sharp didn't respond on this one, but it came across was actually bundled in with a hashtag Sharp. So what the hey? No, this guy is like, yeah, all those smart appliances to make our lives easier. Well, if anything happens, they always beep in the same tone. And it really could, sometimes you can't even tell which one the hell is going beeping off. So it would be nice if it could actually identify itself. It's like, this is the humidifier. You're out of water. You're out of water. Yeah. And this guy actually says the sound of water being water boiling in a pot and the fridge error sound are the same. And his microwave and laundry machine actually play the same tune, so that's even more confusing. And in the meantime, Sharp actually does humidifier actually does say, yeah, it needs water specifically. This guy is going to shut up because yeah, it keeps on saying, okay, the air is dry, the tank is empty, air is clean, going into circulation cycling mode, but yeah. But yeah, and it would be nice to have the appliance that actually identify itself, but it would be a pretty noisy kitchen, especially the microwave would be screaming itself off. Okay, and this guy, he actually bought a sushi. Then when he boarded the Shinkansen, he realized he forgot his chopsticks. So what did he do? He had a couple printer papers on hand, so he rolled it up, used the rice as a glue, and he made that into a chopstick. So if you look carefully, yeah, it's not actually a chopstick, but actually a rolled paper. And apparently, this guy is astrophysicist in Tokyo University, and also the fellow in Kyoto University, as it turns out. And he was actually tweeting about this idea of making idol group only people who actually has postdoctorate. And yeah, basically he was going about this, and the next thing you know, there was actually an inquiry from the U of Columbia, as it turns out. Yeah, just wait till Harvard actually start joining in. And this one was curious stuff I can get another curious one. This guy who actually took Indic philosophy. Excuse me. The writings this guy usually deals with are Sanskrit, an ancient Indic writing. They're usually very curved letters. The reason being is that the paper they use to write Sanskrit on has a very is actually it uses beads, or the paper stemming out of leaves. So what happens is that it has very thick fiber, so it's easier to write with a curve. It's very hard to draw straight line with it. So if you so people starting to say that if you look at the ancient writings, you need to look at the medium that it's written on as well to make sense out of it. So if you Thai and Indica letters, they usually curved for that reason. And if it's curved on stones, they're usually straight. And basically, differentiation is usually through angle or the thickness of the line. Sri Lanka, Myanmar writings, they're all curled as well. So that's exactly why. And of course, Egyptians, they curved into stones again. So that's why it's straight and sharp angles. This is one of those old sense coming back to haunt him. Back in this guy, it's his father. This guy actually went back to family reunion in the new year, and he said that when my dad said that when he retires, he's gonna take a driver's license, and Grandma points out, didn't you say you went to driving school when you were in college, in the university? Apparently, back then, he actually tried to get money out of his mom, i.e., Grandma, by actually tricking her that he's going to driving school, and he drank it. Yeah. Oh boy. So now he's getting in trouble afterwards. After all these years. Okay, so getting a bit of a viewership, but then I've only got usually only do this 30 minutes each time for the factory dumping. So thank you. So I'll just wrap it up, and yeah, and I'll try to go back to watching Picard season 2 binge watching before the season 3 kicks in. So thank you for coming in, and have a good night. Like I said on tweet, I might start thinking about pre-record this for a pre-game around at night times, but that's just a plan anyways. So thank you for coming in, and have a good night. Let's see if I can raid someone out of this. はい。じゃあご視聴ありがとうございます。